This is just a general conversation, y'all. You know, one time I was in this lady's office, right? And I don't know how I did not know. I was at the VA and I was in the area of the psychiatrist, right? I was over there mad, smelling like Newports, just bad off. And I was in her office for 18 minutes. And I left. I got very disrespectful to her. My narcissistic personality disorder has always been through the roof. But as I got older, this was in 2014, as I got older, it got worse. And I was a senior leader. I was very cocky, very selfish, very self-centered. I didn't have to do a lot because I had senior rank, right? But anyway, I was so off in her office that years later, I didn't even realize she was a psychotherapist. And I had a nerve to get mad at the people that sent me there, right? So anyway, I read my paperwork years later and said he came in here with a bad attitude. He smelled like smoke. He was agitated, irritated. He was rude and disrespectful. And he left after 18 minutes. I'm telling y'all this because regardless if you're a man, woman, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, going to the VA hospital, going to the hospital, going to talk to the psychotherapist, psychiatrist, that don't mean that they're doing well. And a lot of y'all have more respect, or you start gaining respect for people that are enrolled in therapy. I wasn't shit in therapy, nothing. And they sent me to another psychotherapist, and she had big breasts and she had cleavage, and I was standing at her cleavage while I was in her office. And I walked out of her office after like 42 minutes. They put it in my record. He came in here angry, agitated, upset, smelling like smoke, and he left after 42 minutes. So I'm telling y'all this because some of y'all are very impressed with people that are enrolled in therapy. Don't be. Be impressed when they enroll in therapy and then they leave you alone. They go to their therapy. Mine was sometimes 90 minutes every week. Sometimes I would go twice a week because I was enrolled in intensive and care patients, stuff like that. But one of my psychotherapists told me, she made me think. I used to always blame my exes. And I used to always say, it's so hard being in relationships with you. It's hard talking to you. It's hard doing right. But after talking to a psychotherapist and a social worker, they gave me everybody. I realized that I was the one that it was hard to be with. And I was blaming all these women all my life, but I was the one that was hard to be with. So until your man or woman realize that they are the ones that are hard to be with, you're going to struggle because they're going to always accuse you of being hard to be with. I was very hard to be with, and I had to admit that. Didn't want to do it, but I used to blame her. You're hard to be with. It's hard to talk to you. It's hard to trust you. I was hard to talk to. I was hard to trust. I was hard to be with. Keep that in mind. So if they come out of therapy or they're not around you telling you the truth about themselves, they're not ready. You have a great day.